If you're looking for added protection and some cool rugged style at an affordable price for your 2019 and newer Ram 2500 or 3500 crew cab, look no further than the RS Nerf bars from N-Fab. These are a quick and easy way to get the access and look you're after without having to spend a ton of money and time, and they keep your truck protected and off-road capable to boot. Nerf bars on a truck are a classic look, and if you're after something simple and sleek to make your Ram a little bit more aggressive, these might be just what you're after. These are going to run the length of the cabin of the truck, making it easy to access via the drop-down style steps. These feature a textured Sure Grip step plate that's 4.75 inches wide, so even if you wear big shoes or find yourself in big clunky work boots, you will have plenty of space to get a grip. The steps themselves are die stamped, and they've got raised sections here for additional grip, so no matter what kind of conditions you've encountered, you'll have a solid place to put your feet on and get into your truck. Now, having the drop-down steps is a boon for clearance as well, as there isn't too much hanging down in the way. The main bars here sit pretty close to the rocker panel of the truck, and the 2-inch diameter tubular design means that these things can take a beating. So if you do happen to catch them on an obstacle out on the trail, your truck will be protected and the rails are going to take the brunt of the hit for you. The black powder coating also gives them a rugged look, and it's going to match well with other off-road accessories too. The bars are constructed from 2-inch thick steel tubing and are topped off with a 2-stage finish. You get an E-coat primer that goes down first with that textured black powder coat over top. And the bars are all one piece. This is exactly how they came out of the box, so they are a fully welded design, meaning that they are strong and they won't require any additional assembly, making installation a breeze. Pricing comes in at around $500, making these a pretty affordable option within the segment. They're strong and durable, and if you like the style, it's a good price for what you're getting. The good news continues as we get to installation. We're going to give these a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and they should take you about 2 hours to install in your truck. This is a really simple bolt-on operation that doesn't require you to cut or modify anything on the truck itself. So whether you're installing boards for the first time or replacing your stock ones, these should be a pretty straightforward job, and everything you need comes included in the kit. To show you what's entailed in the install, let's head on out to the shop.
For this install, you will need a ratchet, 13, 14, and 17 millimeter sockets, and a 13 millimeter wrench. Today we're going to be doing some side steps on our Ram, so let's get started. So to get started, we've got our driver's side step rail up on the table. Now you can differentiate the two by the larger gap from the front of the rail to the step itself being at the front, so you just want to make sure that is on the correct side, passenger or driver. Then we've got our 3 brackets up here as well. We're going to install these first. Now your front bracket, the bends for the mounts are going to face towards the front of the vehicle, and the rear 2 are going to face towards the rear of the vehicle. So we've got our 2 elevator bolts for each bracket along with our 14 millimeter flange nuts. So we'll get these in position and loosely install them in place. Then we can get under the truck and get these on. Now to make this easier, we're going to grab our elevator bolts. We're going to get those into this square slot. Kind of have to angle them in like so. We're going to hold those in place. We're going to grab our bracket, we'll get that on. You can go from either side with these. It's just easier to tighten them down if you bring the bolts in from the back. We'll get our flange nuts in place. Get both of them on. Then what we're going to do, we're not going to fully tighten these. We are going to snug them down a little bit though, just to help hold our brackets in position. So we've got our 14 millimeter socket on our ratchet. Again, we're just going to snug these down a bit. We still want these to be able to move around a bit for adjustment. Now once you got this first bracket in place, you can do the same thing for the other 2. So our next step is going to be to come underneath the vehicle. We're going to go right behind our pinch welds, and at the middle, front, and rear, you're going to find these hexagonal holes and a large oval hole on your body. They're going to line up with your pre-drilled holes on your pinch welds. We need to install our threaded clips for mounting our steps. So for the middle and rear, we're going to set our clip in through this oval. We're going to get it lined up with the forward hex hole. These are a little tight. You should get them in. Should be able to line them up pretty easily. And then the front hole is going to face towards or front clip rather, is going to face towards the rear hole. So again, middle and rear towards the front, front towards the rear. All right, so now that we've got our clips in, we're going to bring our step under, bring it up to our mounting point. have to adjust your bracket. We're gonna grab our provided bolt and flat washer. You wanna get that through your upper mount. We're gonna get this in position, get this threaded in. Now once you get this bolt started, you wanna do the same thing for the other two. All right, so now that we have our upper mounting bolts in, we're gonna get our pinch weld bolts through. So we're gonna grab our supplied flange head bolt. You wanna feed that through your pinch weld. This is gonna be a little bit tight. Push this up. Work this through our lower bracket. And on this side, we'll get our flange nut in place. We're gonna leave this one loose and do the same thing for the other two brackets. All right, so now that we've got our hardware in place, we're gonna begin tightening down everything. So we're gonna start with our upper bracket bolt, then we're gonna move to our pinch weld bolt, and then our two elevator bolts. So we've got our 17mm socket. We're gonna tighten this one down first. Now for our pinch weld bolts, we're gonna grab a 13mm wrench and a 13mm socket. And lastly, for our two elevator bolts, we'll bring back our 14mm socket and tighten these down. And once you have this one tight, you can do the same thing for the other two. So now once you have this side fully installed, you can repeat the same process for the other side. That about wraps up our review and install of our N-Fab cab length RS Nerf side step bars and textured black finish for your 19 to current Ram 2500 crew cab. Thanks for watching, and as always, for everything Ram, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.